Peak Mind by Amishi. Introduction. Your attention determines what you perceive, learn, and remember. How steady or how reactive you feel. Which decisions you make and actions you take. How you interact with others, your sense of fulfillment and accomplishment. No matter how much I tell you about how attention works and why, and no matter how motivated you are, the way your brain pays attention cannot be fundamentally altered by sheer force of will. Attention is your superpower. Attention simultaneously highlights what's important and dims distractions so we can think deeply, problem solve, plan, prioritize, and innovate. It threads together the moment-by-moment colors, flavors, textures, insights, memories, emotions, decisions, and actions that create the fabric of our lives. What you pay attention to is your life. Continue. Attention biases brain activity. It gives a competitive advantage to the information it selects. Whatever it is you pay attention to will have more neural activity associated with it. Your attention, quite literally, alters the functioning of your brain at the cellular level. It truly is a superpower. 3 brain subsystems. The flashlight, where you focus to, that point become clearer. Other than that point, becomes suppressed. Like a flashlight, called orienting system. The floodlight, opposite of flashlight, this subsystem is broad and open. Your attention is ready for any input within your vision, called alerting system. The juggler, to direct, oversee, and manage what we're doing, moment to moment, as well as ensure that our actions are aligned with what we're aiming to do. This is the overseer that makes sure we stay on track, called central executive. Load theory. Attention is not a gas tank. Attention never vanishes, even though it might feel as if it does when you're struggling to focus and simply can't. The amount of attention you have remains constant. It just gets used differently, and maybe not how you want it to be used. You always use 100% of your attention. Attention always goes somewhere. So the question becomes, where? The vigilance decrement. Any tasks you do over a period of time, performance declines, errors goes up, response becomes slower and more variable. Core practice. Find your focus. 1. Get ready. Sit in an upright alerted posture, shoulder back, chest open, and be comfortable. 2. Tune into the breath-related sensation. Imagine the air entering your lung as you breathe in slowly, and exit your lung as you breathe out. 3. Notice when your mind wanders and focus back to the breathing exercises. It's normal to wander and always use constructive words when trying to refocus. Don't multitask. When we try to do 2 things at once that both require our attention, it's really hard to do either of them well. Think of it this way. You only have 1 flashlight, not 2, not 3. And your 1 flashlight can only ever be shining at one thing at a time. When you're trying to accomplish multiple tasks at once that require your focused attention, what you're actually doing is moving your flashlight from one thing, then to the next, then back to the first. Multitasking metaphor. To get a sense of what this means for your cognition, imagine a studio, apartment. There is only 1 room. Every time you want to use the room, you have to completely change out the furniture. Want to sleep? Set up a bed and nightstand. Want to host a party? Take down the bedroom and set up couches and coffee tables. Need to cook? Drag that all away and set up a stove, counter, and cooking supplies. Sound exhausting? It is. And it's the same for your cognition when you switch from task to task. Working memory. Working memory is where you hold the micro-intentions and deliberate aim of having a desired outcome for each and every task you engage in. All the decisions, planning, thinking, actions, and behaviors you do over the course of a day. Anything you set out to do, you lean on your working memory to maintain your goals and sub-goals, update them, and scrap them for a different goal, on a continuous, moment-by-moment, task-by-task basis. Hold a goal in mind, and then take action based on that goal. That's how working memory works, and also why it impacts you so profoundly. Continue. Working memory is the essential partner to attention. It's what allows you to actually do something with the information your flashlight focuses on. But if attention keeps piping in salient and distracting content, that will become a big problem for goal maintenance, let alone goal accomplishment. Why? Because you only have so much space to work with. Just like a real-life whiteboard, your working memory has limits. The flashlight encodes information and maintains it in working memory. Retracing it on the whiteboard to keep it there for longer Key vulnerability: bait and switch. When your attention is automatically captured or yanked by something salient, this more exciting to your attention, content overwrites what was being maintained. Voluntary attention then starts retracing this new content. The prior information is lost forever, gone without a trace. The floodlight gains access to the whiteboard to accomplish an urgent goal. Under acute threat or stress, your alerting system temporarily blocks access to working memory to ensure that your brain's action systems prioritize basic survival behaviors, fight, flight, freeze, over any other goals or plans. Key vulnerability: roadblock. The alerting system can be set off by feelings of threat, even when there is no real danger. This temporarily cuts off access to working memory and impairs any functions that rely on it, like long-term memory, social connection, and emotion regulation. The juggler keeps your current goals active on the whiteboard and updates these goals as circumstances change. Key vulnerability: ball drop overload, blanking, and distraction in working memory all derail the central executive's juggler, leading to lost goals and misguided behaviors. The juggler drops the ball.